Monsties, are you sure you are ready to see this? Think again. The K-pop world has just experienced a visual earthquake of massive proportions. Yesterday, Gimpo Airport was no longer just an airport. It was a silent witness to the birth of a new legend. It was something that made professional photographers freeze and forget to press their shutter buttons. Who else could it be but the ace returning to reclaim her throne, Ahyeon Babymonster? This was not just an outfit check or a simple fan greeting. Ahyeon's appearance this time completely tore the internet down to its roots. Korean media, usually known for being highly critical and difficult to please, suddenly issued synchronized headlines that give you chills. They called her by one undeniable title, the most beautiful center and the proud center fairy. But wait a minute, what actually happened there? Why did her appearance this time feel so different? There was a small moment in the middle of the crowd caught on camera, a reaction from Ahyeon that now has millions of people on TikTok and Facebook unable to stop hitting the replay button. It is something that proves she is not just a talented idol, but a global phenomenon that cannot be stopped. Are you curious why Google Trends turned red because of her name? What are Korean netizens actually whispering about in secret forums regarding her appearance yesterday? Prepare yourself, because we're going to dissect every second of this legendary moment. Do not blink, because if you miss even 1 second of this narrative, you lose a piece of the puzzle from a new history of K-pop. Welcome back to the most up-to-date channel regarding the world of Korean entertainment. Today, we are not talking about ordinary rumors. We're talking about facts laid out plain and clear before our eyes. Babymonster was recently scheduled to fly to Tokyo for their super busy overseas schedule. And as usual, Gimpo Airport became the battlefield for journalists and hardcore fans who had been standing by since dawn. To be honest, we all know the Babymonster members have insane visuals. Ruka with her classy trench coat style, Asa looking edgy in a black leather jacket, and Chiquita who always looks fresh. But when a black car stopped and the door opened, the atmosphere suddenly shifted. The air at Gimpo Airport seemed to be sucked into a single point. Ahyeon stepped out. Without being wrapped in overly flashy clothes and using only a simple yet deadly combination of styles, she immediately locked everyone's gaze. This was not Ahyeon's first time at the airport, but there was a very strong aura of the next it girl radiating from her. Her appearance yesterday was not just about fashion, but a statement of position. She is no longer just the trainee whose debut we waited for. She is a major star who has fully matured. Korean media like Osin and Newsin, which usually focus on formal news reports, seem to lose their words this time and turn to poetic diction. Hazy beauty, shining visuals, and center fairy. Why is this sacred title in K-pop so sacred? And why is Ahyeon considered the most deserving to hold it right now? We will dive into the full chronology that will make you shake your head. Okay, let us dissect Ahyeon's look that made the world stop spinning for a moment. Yesterday, she appeared with long black hair flowing beautifully, slightly messy from the airport wind, but that's exactly where the hazy beauty vibe mentioned by the media came from. She wore a tight black top paired with white detailing at the waist, giving a sporty yet very chic impression. As soon as she began walking through the departure gate, camera flashes immediately struck like a lightning storm. But what made fans lose focus was the way she interacted. Ahyeon didn't just walk with her head down, she gave eye contact. She gave a thin smile. And boom, a shot from Newsen caught a moment where Ahyeon looked a bit shy upon hearing shouts of praise from fans. This blushing moment is the masterpiece. Netizens on Twitter X went wild immediately. One hardcore fan account wrote, "How can a human be this perfect? She is not just a visual queen, she is the very definition of a true center." That tweet immediately received tens of thousands of retweets within minutes. It doesn't stop there. Let's talk about the power of social media. Currently, if you open Facebook or TikTok, your algorithm is likely filled with Ahyeon Airport fan cams from yesterday. On TikTok, the hashtags Ahyeon and Babymonster immediately trended in various countries, including Indonesia, Thailand, and the United States. One of the most viral videos shows Ahyeon adjusting her earphones. It was just a simple movement, but the way she looked at the camera with an intense gaze truly gave off main vocal vibes and the aura of a high-end fashion model. On Korean online communities like Pawn and TQ, articles about Ahyeon occupied the top rankings for hours. Netizen comments? Oh, you have to hear this. Some netizens commented, "I'm not a fan of Babymonster, but honestly, Ahyeon's visuals at the airport today are on a different level. She has a star aura that cannot be taught." Another said, "She reminds me of a mix of Jenny Blackpink's aura and the fieriness of second-generation idols, but with a modern touch. Truly a center fairy." There was even a funny moment where a fan shouted, "Ahyeon, you are too beautiful, I forgot how to breathe," and Ahyeon could only laugh softly while covering her face. Human moments like these make fans fall in love even more. She is not a beautiful robot, she is a girl with a warm personality. On Google itself, searches for the keywords Ahyeon Airport Style and Ahyeon Babymonster Center surged drastically. Google Trends showed a sharp upward graph, proving that it's not just K-pop fans who are curious, but the general public is starting to notice who this figure called the next big thing really is. This phenomenon reminds us of how legendary idols from YG Entertainment always manage to conquer the airport as their personal runway. Ahyeon seems to continue that tradition perfectly. Her appearance yesterday proves that even though Babymonster is a rookie group, they already have an influence equivalent to senior groups. And let's be honest, the center title in K-pop is no ordinary title. A center has to be able to draw attention without drowning out the other members. Ahyeon does that very elegantly. She stands there, becoming the center of gravity, yet still provides space for other members to shine. That is the reason why Korean media boldly called her the proud center fairy. She is a true pride for her group. So what made this airport moment bigger than usual? The answer is timing. Babymonster just released works that topped the charts, like Really Like You. Fan enthusiasm is at its peak. Ahyeon's return to the full group formation after a brief hiatus really awakened the fans' hunger for Ahyeon content. Every move she makes now is monitored with a microscope by netizens, but remarkably, Ahyeon always manages to deliver results that exceed expectations. Her stunning visuals yesterday was proof that she is 100% ready to shake the international stage, starting with this trip to Tokyo. This is not just a business trip, it's the beginning of a larger global dominance. Well, that's the complete breakdown of Ahyeon Babymonster's viral moment that made Gimpo Airport feel like a world-class fashion show. Honestly, even I couldn't stop scrolling through her photos because her visuals are that addictive. But now I want to ask your opinion. Which of all the titles given by the Korean media to Ahyeon yesterday is the most suitable? Is it Most Beautiful Center, Center Fairy, or do you have your own name for our alt bias? Write your most interesting opinions in the comment section below. I will read them and give hearts to the most creative comments. Beyond the visual explosion that paralyzed the airport, this phenomenon signals a pivotal shift in how the fifth generation of K-pop establishes its global identity. While many idols rely on heavily curated social media feeds, Ahyeon's impact stems from her ability to command a room, or a terminal, with an authentic, effortless presence that feels both nostalgic and futuristic. Industry analysts are already comparing this moment to the legendary airport appearances of icons who turned transit corridors into cultural landmarks. It is not just about the clothes or the makeup, it is about the star power that converts a casual observer into a dedicated follower in a single frame. This recent surge in popularity also highlights the strategic brilliance of YG Entertainment's developmental approach. By allowing Ahyeon a period of rest before her full reintegration, the agency inadvertently created a scarcity effect that made her return feel like a monumental event. Consequently, every public appearance now carries the weight of a comeback. Her presence acts as a bridge between the fierce girl crush legacy of her predecessors and a new, more refined elegance that appeals to a broader demographic. This duality is why her name is currently dominating Facebook and TikTok. She satisfies the craving for high-energy performance while maintaining the sophisticated allure of a luxury brand ambassador. Furthermore, the Center Fairy title carries significant economic implications. In the current K-pop climate, the center is the face of the brand, and Ahyeon's ability to trend organically on Google and across diverse social platforms translates directly into high commercial value. Brands are no longer just looking for pretty faces. They seek individuals who can generate conversation and drive engagement without an artificial push. Ahyeon's airport appearance was a masterclass in organic marketing. The fact that her blushing moment went viral proves that the audience values vulnerability just as much as perfection. It humanizes the idol, creating a parasocial bond that is far more durable than a fleeting interest in a hit song. As Babymonster prepares for their Tokyo schedule, the stakes have never been higher. This trip is essentially a litmus test for their overseas dominance. If one airport appearance can trigger a global trending cycle, imagine the impact of their live performances and variety show appearances in Japan. The synergy between the members remains their greatest strength, but Ahyeon's role as the focal point provides a clear narrative for the media to follow. She is the catalyst that turns a group performance into a must-watch spectacle. As we continue to track this meteoric rise, we want to hear from you, the people who make this community so vibrant. Do you believe Ahyeon is the definitive face of the fifth generation, or is there another contender we should be watching? Head over to our community tab to vote in our latest poll and join the deep dive discussion in the comments. Don't forget to share this article with your fellow fans to keep the conversation going.